HCTV Sports is supported by Merchants Bank. Merchants Bank is committed to supporting the families and businesses at the heart of their communities. Merchants Bank, let's dream together.
Making the play.
He gets the pin. Raiders are clawing their way back in this game.
Just snipes one.
It's ball game. Over. Safe. Oh my God!
Did you see that?
Great diving play.
Is it a touchdown? Hastings Raiders win the ball game.
It's football night on a Friday here, and not only that, it's homecoming 2024 for the Hastings Raider football team on a beautiful night. Maybe the best night of the early fall here in the Tri-County area. You thought you could beat last Friday night? Well, guess what? We got a better one for you tonight. Not only that, better that we're back home after a huge win against Matamidi. Nick Tuckner, Jerry Rupp, Dick Craig, we're all here ready to go as Hastings takes on Bloomington Jefferson in the fourth game. Yes, we're at the halfway point after tonight of this 2024 season, and as Jerry Rupp and I talked about in our radio pregame show, the fact that the Raiders, if they can win this game tonight, it's going to help them so much more when it comes to sectional seating because these two teams are in the same section, and of course the Raiders still yet to play St. Thomas, and again, if they're going to be had, it's going to be this year. The Raiders have a lot riding on the line just in this one game to really ball up some momentum as we head into the rest of this season, as Jefferson also has a really tough schedule here to look up to, but boy, Hastings, they really have an opportunity tonight with a win to get that snowball rolling downhill.
That'd be so cool to see them win this, to keep the momentum going after that huge win at Matamidi last week, and if they could pull this one off tonight, I mean, just the confidence level. I remember, and you remember too, as a high school athlete, you put a couple together, and pretty soon you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yep.
Just like you're not doubting, gosh, I hope we can, hang you with them or what. Now all of a sudden you're saying, hey, let's go take it to them. I'm feeling good. I mean, they're going to beat us instead of us trying to hang on.
Yeah.
It's huge, that momentum, and it's just the enthusiasm is contagious.
And I think it really rolls throughout not just the kids, but like we said, the entire student body. This is one of the biggest crowds I've seen here in quite a while. I know it's homecoming. You get a lot of folks back. Nice to see so many friendly faces, even as I got here a little earlier and just seeing people already from past classes just looking forward to this game tonight. And it's back to the traffic here. Remember, Jer, for so many years, we'd always have the traffic back and forth with all the kids. That's back here tonight. I mean, what a great crowd. And to find a way to get the decibel levels so loud that you can hear them at Coburn's, it would be special, and I think that's something that this town has waited for a long time, to have one of those games where we're full, we're packed, and the place explodes. There is no other feeling like that you could ever feel in high school football.
Oh, I agree. The kids on the field, and I remember this, being down there at one time, when you look up and you see a full stands versus, say, a half or a third full.
Right.
Seeing a full stands, that just fires you up. You are so excited to play. You're so excited to go out there to hit, to make a catch, to run. These guys, I mean, they see this and they get excited. I mean, that's the cool thing about high school sports. When you look up and see fans in the stands, like, hey, they care.
Yep.
Let's go out and have a day.
And we're going to have a day and hopefully a fun night here as we're getting set for kickoff. Raiders, again, they're going to get the ball to start things. We're going to go right to left on your radio dial and TV screen. Some of the kids going back and forth. They have, I say Hastings, you say Raiders. They're trying to get some of the parent fans going. They're not quite ready for that activity yet, but we will be here in just a little bit. So the Raiders making their way out. There's Woody Bachman, the head coach, and he is going to get his guys ready on the far side of the field. And the Jaguars coming here tonight. Nice to be back on our home turf. Jefferson still plays on grass, something that's become a bit of a dinosaur.
Yeah. Well,
in high school football.
And as you know, there's pros and cons to grass. Obviously, when you have a turf like this, it's nice that you can, the turf's not going to get wrecked, so you have inclement weather. The turf stays the same, as constant, and you don't wreck it for the season. Plus the fact you get multi-sports are able to use this. So, when the school district went out and spent the money and got this turf, it was really a good idea to do it, because I know some people were complaining about the cost, but I tell you what, the return that these kids get for all different sports is just immeasurable. So we got Jefferson now getting ready to kick off. They got the okay sign, and there he goes. He's kicking the ball.
And here we go. Kickoff is going to be taken on a hop. Zach Shattuck up the middle will take it. 20, 25. Dances around a guy. Get going, buddy. 30. Has another step. 35. Pushed into the Bloomington Jefferson bench. Raiders will take it 1st and 10 right around the 35. Quick update here, folks. We are going to make a little bit of a switch. We're going to have to go off the air here in just a moment, and then we'll be able to get right back in here. I'm going to have to think of a way here, too, to take out the intro and put the intro in that will not play Coach Strain's interview. So that's going to be the one thing that we will have to do. We'll just have a weather in there. And I think that's going to be 8888A. There we go. Sorry for some.
Yeah, they did that all last week.
There we go. Here we go. Now the handoff will go to Shattuck, and he'll get back to the line and then push back. Zach Shattuck, sophomore running back, gets a start over 100 yards last week against Matamidi in just a monumental win here in this 2024 season, not just being the first, but the way they did it against the team they did at the place they did. And now 2nd down and 10. No gain officially, Jer.
Jefferson had a nice job by Gabriel Sturz, number 52. He got Shattuck by one leg and just hung on for dear life till he gets some help, and that shut that run down.
2nd down, just underway. Homecoming 2024 on KDWA. Glad you are with us. And here is the handoff. Comes back up the middle. Nice gain of about 7.
Same play, other side, and they got the hole a bit better on that time, and he was able to reach that second level. He got a little sandwich between the free safety and the inside linebacker, but not before he gained 6 yards. So you got 3rd and 4 now. That's manageable. Let's see what the Raiders dial up here.
10:50 to go. First quarter. Raiders back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, about 4 to go. No score. Here's a pitch out. Shattuck gets outside. There he goes. He's got the 1st down, too. He got just enough. And again, he finds that edge. And the thing about him, when he finds the edge, he starts to go kind of diagonally. He's not cutting way to the outside. Big hook to get to the outside.
Right.
Then he uses that little burst he has to get enough for the 1st down.
And I tell you, he gets the credit for it, but who's the one that made it happen? Grant Birkin. Grant Birkin sealed the outside edge just enough. He sealed that edge to get Shady out there in space.
All last game, Grant Birkin playing tight end. His blocking ability really showed up. And we'll see what the Raiders can do now with 1st down. Under center is Foss. Handoff will go to Shady. Up the middle he goes. He'll gain a yard, maybe 2 at the second push. We'll see where they spot it, but the Raiders approaching midfield. Give him 2. 2nd down and 8. Again, we're going to have a break here, folks, where we're going to go back to the studio. We're going to come right back here in just a couple of moments because we have some technical pieces we have to attend to, and you folks watching on HCTV just have to do without Jer and I for a couple of moments.
That'll be tough, but
I know,
you can do it, folks. Trust me, you can do it.
We're really good at recapping, so we'll make sure we do that, too, when we come back. 9:55 to go here in the first quarter. Handoff, Shattuck gets outside 50. Open field! Here he goes, 30, 20, 10, 5. Homecoming touchdown, Shady Shattuck.
Look at that. That's what we needed right away off the bat. And the nice thing, too, is that we're going down the field. We're not looking in the sun, so the Jefferson Jags have to try to find our guy, spot the ball. Shady hit that corner like he can. He's just so deceptive. He gets to the edge, and all of a sudden, boom, he takes off. There were 2 guys that were right close to him. He just flat out outran them. They were trying to get a hand on him, and no chance.
53-yard touchdown run for the sophomore, Zach Shattuck. And Shady gives the Raiders a 6-0 lead here on KDWA Friday night. Beautiful night. That gets the homecoming crowd rumbling and roaring.
I tell you what, now that defense is gnawing their teeth, they're ready to go to get out there and show what they can do.
Johan on for the extra point. Snap. Good. Oop, spot. Yikes. Kick. Johan said, I don't care. I'm going to boot it up into the netting and nearly put it on to 61.
Yep, there you go.
Johan Rova-Hegner with the extra point kick. And the Raiders lead by a score of 7-0. And Shady just shows that outside ability when he gets into open lane, man. Nobody's going to catch him. He just has breakaway speed. and he just has to find an edge and a crease, and he's gone.
And that's just it. That's what he did. He found a little bit of an edge. And you know who popped him that time? Marlo Strain on the opposite side. So you had Birkin on this side. Then on the right side, you had Marlo Strain seal on the edge. And then that's all you, just a little bit of a seal. And Shattuck is gone. I mean, like I say, 3 guys had a shot at him. No one could catch him.
I can already tell you right now that Coach Strain and I are going to have an in-depth early chat about the blocking on the outside by receivers and tight ends. That's one thing we have not stressed enough. But right there, I mean, on that whole drive, Jerry.
Oh, and I've said ad nauseum through the years, you've got to hold your blocks. You can't just touch a guy and run through the next guy. You got to hold your blocks, and the Raiders are figuring that out. They're holding their blocks long enough for the runner to get past them into that next level. Then they can let go.
Johan Rova Hegner will boot it away for the Raiders, wearing the number 10. Boom. Line drive kick takes a hop and a drop to the 9. And that one will be taken back near side 20 and wrapped up and thrown down. Pellinger at special teams. Boy, how good has he been all season? And now he comes out on the special squad and makes a big tackle and pins Bloomington Jefferson a little deeper than they wanted to be, Jared.
Oh, exactly. I hope Pellinger got chin strap 2.0 because his head kept popping off last week. He kept losing his hat like 4 times. So hopefully they improved his chin strap to keep his melon on because he is a force out there when he's playing.
Not a big guy, kind of undersized if you call him that for high school football, but again, it sounds cliche, but you can't measure heart when it comes to feet and inches. I mean, you just can't. And Pellinger's been one of those guys all year, and there he is lined up at the left outside linebacker spot right now as the boys kind of go back and forth. Now Pellinger will go up onto the line right as they reset now, kind of a split back formation. And looking to start Max Erb, and then we're going to get the Raiders to jump right away as Braden Thompson got a little too excited. Max Erb can throw it. I mean, from all the film I've watched on Huddle this week, he is a big play machine. He has a great rainbow arm, and he can put up those long ones. So be sure to keep tabs on the deep passes from Max Erb.
Well, and to be able to do that, you have to have time and protection, and that's where the Raiders have to get in there. That's where the interior linemen do their job to force him to make throws he's not comfortable or ready for.
And it's not like Jefferson has the biggest line, but they play so tough. And here's an option pitch, left side, getting into space 30, 35, carries a man to a first down. Call him down right around the 38-yard line. So first down, and Jefferson moves the chains. So kind of an option pitch out of the shotgun. I'm not a very big fan of shotgun option stuff, but that one worked.
You know, when I played, that was just a nightmare. When you're out there on defensive end, and it's that pitch option, and you're supposed to take the quarterback and trust your teammate to get the other guy. It's like, what do you do?
Right, assignment football, it's not easy.
It's hard.
Prescott's got to deal with that tonight with Somerset coming to town. Spread option stuff themselves out of the gun. Here we go again with Jefferson, first down. And the backfield fumble, and the Raiders fall on top of it, and another homecoming gift, this time on a giant hit. Who got that hit that jarred that thing loose? Oh,
Braden
my goodness.
Thompson.
And Fletcher Peterson with the recovery. He also lost his mouth guard. Go get that, 6.
Okay, there we go.
Ref don't want to touch that, but what a play. Here we go. As I'm going to take a peek at it on HCTV. Yeah, what a great edge rush by Thompson. Frees it up. Fletch there, and his wrestling skills scrambling down to get that ball. And Hastings short field here, Jerry, with the lead.
Could you tell that the booth here was just a little excited? We all screamed fumble at the same time. We're walking over your call, buddy, but sorry, it's exciting.
No, and you want to know something? It's like that during the Vikes games, too. I've heard that. You get Bursich and some of those guys, they get into it. They're former players, and they yelled for that fumble, too. And here's a handoff. Shattuck left side, 40, 35, just double steps a guy, gets to the 30, maybe the 29. Very close, if not, getting a first down gain of 10. Oh, my goodness.
So on that play, it almost was blown up. But you know what happened? Birkin, instead of sealing inside, his man had a great rush. He just pushed him to the outside, and Shady went right inside of his defensive rush and found that seam. That's smart blocking right there. Take a man out and they'll just let him go on his own and just help him out a little bit.
Under center, Raiders working here. Foss has been under center now for a game and a half of a quarter. Here is Foss spread out right side. Nice block set up. He had plenty of room. Just take off and go, bud. He'll pull it down and just get back to the line of scrimmage. He's being chased by a guy that didn't have the speed that Foss had, and a nice block was set up on him, but it was just too much indecision because you just couldn't sucker in this cornerback.
You know, and it's a play like that, you know, when everybody's covered, you got to know that you have the green light to run. He had a full 10 yards. He could have run for a first down on that, but he was so pass-oriented and trying to find a man, but they were covered. At a situation like that, you just got to take off and, you know, tuck the ball down and run. That would have been a first down had he done that.
We'll work right hash for the Raiders. Second down, 10 yards to go, leading 7-0, 7:40 to go here. First quarter on homecoming, and here's the handoff, and that one's going to be taken by one of our second backs here, and that's going to be a hit. Well, I don't want to say a late hit, but that handoff actually is Lane Hoffman. He's wearing 21. He was wearing 84. They still have not changed that on the roster, unfortunately. Yeah,
that play blew up from the get-go. Jefferson interior line got huge penetration, and there were just nowhere to go for Hoffman. So that was kind of a tough one. He tried to make his best of it, but they just had him dead to rights.
Where's 26? That's what I want to know. I mean, not taking anything away from anybody, but I don't know where Zach Shattuck just went. Oh, boy. All right. Under center, Raiders. Third down, 13 inside Jefferson territory. Back to pass. Foss has time, steps up out of the pocket. Now double teamed and triple teamed and taken down for a sack.
I will say this, Nick. I noticed a couple plays before when Shattuck is in, he had his hands on his pads and his head was down. I think he's gassed. He needed a blow.
Hopefully we can get him back out there.
Yeah,
but now fourth
as quick
down.
as possible, because it is hot out here, folks. I mean, that sun beating down. It's not fall by any means. This feels like the middle of July. That sun is hot, and these kids wearing these pads, and as much as Shady's been running, that's hard on a guy. And so, you know, obviously they're conditioned athletes, but they get dehydrated too. And I just think that he needed a little break, get some hydration going, and be back in there.
6:26 to go. Up the middle of the field, Raiders go for it on 4th and 15. Up 7-0 on homecoming. Foss under center. Hoffman the deep back. Back to pass, throwing up one, and has Matt Foss off his hands. Trying to catch an over-the-shoulder Anthony Carter-style grab from back in the 80s, the Minnesota Vikings. And that one just bounced off the hands. Heck of an effort by the young man.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I mean, I like that throw from Foss for the reason that he threw it to the outside, so the only guy could catch it was our man or the sideline. It was not interceptable, and it was kind of almost like a back shoulder throw, maybe just a little bit too high. Plus, you got to remember, you know, the receiver is still looking into the sun, and that's a hard read. When you don't understand when you're a receiver and you got a football helmet on, you got the face mask, you got the pads. It's not easy to catch balls like that, especially over your shoulder into the sun.
And now Hastings defense will have the sun at their back as Jefferson will be throwing into it, left to right on your radio dial and TV screen. And here is the handoff. Is he going to keep it? It doesn't matter who keeps it. Did the ball come out again, you guys?
It did.
I think it did. This is a fumble. And I think Jefferson did just get back on top of it, or nope, then a helmet busted off too. But boy, opportunistic Raider defense right now.
Boardman and Peterson tackled both guys. I mean, the quarterback was trying to do a read and maybe pull the ball back out of the belly. Those guys just took both men and just wrapped him up and brought him down. And yeah, the ball did pop out.
Second down, call it 11. Raiders up 7-0, 5:40 to go here. Jefferson in their whites with powder blue and silver helmets, silver pants. Herb will keep. He runs it up the middle. You can't do that against the Raider defensive line the way they've been playing.
Nope.
And that'll be a gain of maybe 2 or so. It'll get to the other side of the sticks. Well, they gave him a lot more on that run than I thought. Boy, they gave him about 6.
Yeah, that was a generous spot there.
You
know, and like you said, you can't do that. He should have done the pitch out at the last second there, but no, he kept the ball, tried to turn it up inside. But the Raiders' inside defense is very strong. That's a tough place to go.
All right, 5:08 to go here. We're going to do a little switcheroo here in just a second. And when we do, we'll take a brief break, and then we'll come back with you. You'll have a quick little hit, and then we'll get back on the radio when we have that moment. But for now, Bloomington Jefferson with the football, 3rd and 7. Big play for the Raider defense here in the first quarter. 4:40 to go. Erb back to pass. The right-hander throws it up deep. He throws it very deep, or too deep. And that wasn't even Erb that threw that football. Who the heck was that? That was a 20-something. It was 25. No, 25 threw it. Now they're going to say 23.
Huh. That was an interesting throw. I mean, it was way overthrown regardless of who chucked that ball up there. It was 10 yards overthrown. Raiders had good defense on that. It was kind of close. They almost could have been called for pass interference here because they held on the way, but he got away from him, and the ball was just overthrown. So now it's a punt. It's 4th down and 7. Jaguars are now punting I can't see it. Not a great punt, but they had a favorable bounce. So Jaguars will let it roll all the way down to the 26-yard line. Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from their own 26. Raiders defense did a great job on that last series, and that's what we talked about. You know, when your offense scores for you, you know, your defense now starts feeling just feeling better, and they're feeling stronger, and they think, okay, it's my turn. Raiders did a good job there in that first series. So now they're getting ready to take off. They're taking their next series from the 26-yard line, their own 26. Shadows are getting across the field now, so finally, you know, it's a little easier for the receivers to see the ball if Foss decides to go up top with it. My guess is they're going to keep going pounding on the ground. That's the way to go right now. They're having success with it. Hand off to Shattuck. He gets the corner again, and he gets a nice 10-yard run right there. So, again, the same thing. It's the end around.
Now the Raiders getting the good rushing again from Shattuck. And a big gainer as Hastings leads 7-0 first quarter.
They called him short. I thought for sure he got the first down marker. He's got to watch that because he was kind of iffy on the one over here in that first series. He got out a little too soon. That time they shorted him a yard.
And the Raiders will try to get one here, 2nd and 1. It kind of opens up the playbook here for Hastings as well. You can really do a lot in this situation. Under center is Foss. Pitch out left side. Here's Shady Shattuck. Gets out left. 35 got the first down. That's all we needed, Jerry. That's just smart running there by Shady, finding the first down, saying, I don't need to take that hit. Just get the first down, get out of bounds. And he's business right now, the little young sophomore.
Yep. Once again, Grant Birkin tied up with his man. He didn't seal the edge that time. However, he tied his man up enough to where Shady could get around him. So that's all you got to do is just tie up your man so they can't get a hand on your running back.
4:12 to go. We're in the first quarter. Hastings leading 7-0 on an explosive 53-yard touchdown run by Zach Shattuck, his 3rd of the season. Working left side hash. Raiders with it. Fake the handoff. Give him the interior run. That's Birkin and a first down run for our usual tight end. Call him an H-back, Jimmy Kleinsasser, whatever you want to call him. He kind of can do a little bit of everything, and he's got those long legs. That's hard to tackle him.
That was fun. That was kind of a delayed tight end draw, basically, because they motioned out to the right like they're going to throw the pitch out to Shattuck, and just came back to Birkin and kind of a draw right up the middle, and, boy, he was wide open for him.
First down Raiders. Man, we have had a lot of stick movement here for us, Jerry, early on. First downs have been no problem here so far for the blue and gold guys. Moving the football just across midfield. Call it the 47-yard line. Here's the fake handoff on the jet now. They'll give it, and that's going to be Marlowe Strain, and he'll get maybe one. Maybe get back to the line. I like the idea there. The Raiders really showing a lot of playmaking diversity here, but that was just slow developing.
Subterfuge.
Yep.
We like that word, subterfuge. That's what it was right there. So just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little mismatch and misdirection, and Strain got the ball. Looked like there was an opening, but it closed very quickly from the Jaguar defense. So, yeah, it was no game, but kind of a fun play to see.
That was interesting to say the least, and you love to put that stuff on tape because now it makes every other team have to think about that stuff.
And it didn't blow up. The potential is there for that play to run again.
And here it'll be 2nd and 10, so no gain officially, no loss. Here's Foss, back to pass. He's going to throw a screen. He's got Shady. And he's got a block in front of him, which is going to be an illegal block.
Yep.
And that's going to come back. So a penalty. And Birkin will be called for an illegal block of some kind there.
Unfortunately, we finally have to call Grant on a bad play. Yeah, he was locked up with his man, and he tackled him to the ground. So you might call that holding. So the Raiders are from a spot foul there, so it's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul there. That's going to back them up to second and about, 16?
Yeah, second and not too many.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But the Raiders have shown big playability to even get like
ball.
half of this back.
Yeah, it's not 2 yards at a crack. We're getting more than that, so we definitely, need to keep that going.
I'm not totally upset about that penalty either because Birkin showing some aggressiveness and toughness, and I love seeing that out of him right now.
Well, I preach that all the time. You've got to stay with your blocks. You got to stick with your blocks, and these guys are learning that. Stick with your blocks. Sure, you got caught that time, but that's what you need to do every time. Stick with your blocks. You're going to spring your runner.
2nd and 18. This is more than doable, Jer.
Yeah,
just get a chunk here.
Yeah.
And really, this could be 4-down territory if you get close to the sticks. You got time and you got area. Here we go, back to pass. Foss working left hash will go out right. Sets up a screen to Shady, trying to get him into space. Good idea. He just had to beat one tackler, but that tackler was right in his pocket here, and not much he could do. What a great play there on the tackle by number 55, and that's Judah Sorensen who makes the stop.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Judah was the spy back for Shattuck in that play. So his assignment is to stay with that running back. No matter where he goes, you shadow him, right? So that's your spy back. And I think that's exactly what he did because he was right on Shattuck as he caught that ball. So that would lead me to believe that he was there on purpose.
Spies and shadows, boy. You're starting to sound like Coach Jordan Hansen's pregame interview in Prescott. That's what he's dealing with tonight as Somerset comes to town. A lot of that. Very good quarterback in Kane Donnelly. We'll talk about that in a moment as we get updates from Trey and Matt. Back to pass. Here is Foss. Puts it up right side. He's got a man behind the coverage. It's tipped and nearly intercepted, but this is pass interference. Well, you know what, Jerry? They're all over each other, but again, Strain kind of had the edge there. This is going to be interesting, but this is usually, if they throw it there, it's going to be DPI usually, defensive pass interference.
Exactly. Well, in that situation there, it looked like it was one-on-one coverage, but then when they all fell to the ground and two Jaguars got up instead of one there, so they saw something from closer in than we did because it looked like it was probably up for the ball, but yeah, we're going to get a pass interference here and move the ball. We're going to get 15 for this in high school.
This should be close to a first down, if not a first down,
yeah,
right?
I believe it's 15, so we get a first down.
Not?
No. Gosh. Oh, yeah, because it was 18 yards to go.
18, that's right. So we should have 3 or so.
Yep.
Man, that puts the Raiders in a lot better position.
Well, and now, like you said, this is 4-down territory because you're on the Jefferson Jaguars side of the field and you're up by 7. Why not? You've got 2 plays to make 2.5 yards. Looking good for the Raiders.
Hoffman giving Shattuck a breather. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Raiders have 4 men running in motion there. Now reset, guys. Reset. There they go. I don't know what that was, Dick. Here's a handoff back up the middle. And you know what? He might have gotten the first down.
I think he did. Yeah,
Hoffman?
He got it by a yard.
Yep.
Just enough, changing around there and kind of getting the defense. I mean, they didn't change their alignment defensively, but you can guarantee you their eyes and their helmets were going back and forth, left and right. Who's got what? Who do I cover? Where are they going? And then just right up the middle there, and nice job for a first down.
A lot of Arena League motion, the old Arizona/Phoenix Cardinals of the late 80s, early 90s, when I know I'm going to date myself, a guy by the name of Tim Rosenbaum ran that offense, and they thought he was going to be something else out of college. Well, guess what? That didn't work in the NFL,
no.
And he didn't last long either. As the Raiders again off the right side, now will work hash on first down, pitch outs low, picked out of the spot by Hoffman, breaks a tackle 30, 25, he's got open space, and his first varsity touchdown. Hoffman breaks one from 36, and another big run for the Raiders. It's 13-0 on homecoming with 1:27 to go. First quarter.
How many times you see in a play where there might be a bit of a miscue in a play where it's a little bobble, it's a little fumble, and whoopsie-doo here and there, and it slows the defense down for a split second. They freeze for a split second. That's what happened. There was a pitch out to Hoffman, and the ball hit the ground, so he actually had to go down and grab it, but he stayed on his feet. He didn't get down by contact or get down with his knee. Picked the ball up and then just had him frozen and cut back against the grain. They weren't expecting that, and he had blockers downfield. He was in for 6.
That 21 looks a lot better on him than that 84 did. He looks more like a running back, doesn't he?
I agree.
Raiders lead 13-0. Point after attempt, snap spot, kick is up, and Johan Rova-Hegner makes it 14-0 Raiders. And Jerry, it has been impressive.
Yes, and here's a little fun fact for you. I was talking with the coaches today, and we were talking about the speed of Shattuck, and the coach I spoke to, he says, arguably Hoffman is faster. He's the fastest guy on the team. So if he gets in the open space, see ya.
And that was the case. 36-yard touchdown run as Hoffman gets this group going again, and as soon as he got into open space, like Jerry said, the student section just went electric. And
he put a hand up in the air like, I'm going boys.
Oh, yeah, he knew.
Little showtime.
Little Deshaun Jackson from back in the day. At least he went in, and before he spiked the ball or whatever, he got across the line.
Or he didn't get caught from behind and fumble
That's
it.
right. Oh, and what a great start for Hastings tonight. They lead at 14-0, a jam-packed home crowd here on Homecoming 2024. Kids along the grass hills and stuff you just don't see every week. And it has been awesome. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, folks. And when we do, we're going to come back here and we're going to have our game resume. Raiders lead at 14-0 on KDWA. Yep, I just did. And it's not firing it.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me try it here. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hastings Athletics. That's the right one. I just want to make sure. All right. There we go. Thank you, sir. You're the best. See you later, Chiefo. Happy anniversary. Okay, bye. I've never done that before. I'm doing play-by at the same time back to the station while we're... Oh, everybody, thank you. All right, Hunter, we are back here for TV2. We're going to get back with the radio here in just a moment. Keep it tuned. Oh, man. It did the same one again. Sorry, folks, on HCTV, we're just having some issues here. There we go. Fumble. Well, the Raiders get the football back here as I think was it Matt Foss or was it Fletcher Peterson again that got in there? The Raiders are going to recover one again.
Herman O'Brien was out there on that one. Herman O'Brien. Carter Herman O'Brien was the one that caused the fumble. Raiders get a short field here. That's pretty exciting.
32.5 seconds to go. First quarter, Raiders get the football back on a fumble right after they scored and gave the ball back to Jefferson. Jefferson's not having fun at the Raider homecoming festivities tonight. I can tell you that. Under center, here's Foss. Back to pass. Lucas going to put one up. And he's going to go back up. Over! What a catch! What a catch by Johnny Vickney! Touchdown Raiders! Are you kidding me? Happy homecoming, number 2.
Oh my goodness! What a play! Foss threw a perfect ball, perfect strike. Vickney went up as kind of a jump ball type thing. He pulled the thing down. He had a couple yards to go to get in the end zone. They had him around the waist and trying to tackle him, and he just stretched out and put that ball across the end stripe. Got the touchdown. That was a great first strike there. Boy, I tell you what, they've got Jefferson on their heels now. They don't know what to do. Their offense has just sputtered. They've not gotten anything going. They had a couple of plays, but they just haven't been on the field. And meanwhile, their defense is getting tired because we're just running roughshod all over them.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Snap spot. Johan laces in.
Guess
Still
what?
got it through.
It's in the street.
Yep.
Watch out. They should put a sign out there. Watch
Into
out for
Jack
flying
Sieben
footballs.
territory.
Seriously.
I love it. Quick drive. Jerry, we're not done at the first quarter. The Raiders have a 21-0 lead. I don't remember the last time we've – I mean, I know I told the guys throughout the week, birthday, ha-ha, hee-hee, ha-ha, yeah, okay. I wasn't expecting 21-0 through the first 12 minutes here, sir.
Of course not.
No.
I mean, this is reminiscent of on the opposite side of when we played Owatonna.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're putting a smackdown on the Jaguars.
And this is a good defense. That's the thing. It's like, how do you not get excited?
That's his first touchdown pass of the year.
And that's Lucas Foss's first touchdown pass of the season. He threw it through traffic, and what a great adjustment by Johnny to fight through the hands, somehow make the grab, finish in the end zone.
That was amazing.
Oh, my goodness. Happy homecoming, fans. I know some Bloomington folks are listening and watching, but I'm a born and raised Raider, and this is fun right now, and this is going to go into the end zone.
Here we go.
Oh, my gosh, Jerry.
Things are just rolling now. This is fun. It's just the blue tide rolling all over that white over there. Jaguars are like, man, can we get out of this quarter?
I have no words. I mean, this has been an unbelievable expo of football on both sides right now, and forcing fumbles, big hits. I mean, big catches, big. Well, that's how we do homecoming in Hastings.
Seriously, and I tell you what, the guys who don't get all the credit, you see all the flashy play, but line play, both defensive and offensive line play. Without those guys up front doing their jobs, you wouldn't see in this flashiness. You'd see Foss running for his life instead of throwing a touchdown pass. That's the thing. The offensive line is doing a great job tonight, opening holes, holding off the Jefferson defense, and allowing our skill guys to shine.
Great start on homecoming. Now let's keep the defensive pressure on. Long count. And now we'll have I think that was delayed, wasn't it?
Delay of game, yep. Yep, defensive back judges indicating delay of game. Too much time figuring things out.
Yep. Raider touchdowns from Shady Shattuck, Lane Hoffman, and Johnny Fickney.
Spread the love. Gotta like to see that.
I mean, what a first quarter of play. I mean, I honestly, last time we were here, it wasn't so fun. Nope. A little more fun tonight, I think, for everybody that bleeds blue and gold. Here we go out of the gun again. Herb has been pressured and thrown around all night. And now the Raiders are going to come after him again. A quick screen. Okay, that's fine. But, the Raiders are sniffing that out all night. Yeah. They play so well, press on the line. It's a little different deep, but, along the line, you're not going to beat those guys.
Well, here's the thing that we saw. Remember up there at Two Rivers? We were leaving the slot back uncovered, and that was a huge mistake. They're getting huge gains off of us, and the defensive line coach now, or the offensive or defensive coordinator, has figured that out, and they're covering man-to-man. So, sure, they throw it out there, but they don't get much of a gain in that one. And, of course, they lost 1.5 yards. Whew.
I don't know if Chief's back there listening here. We're going to take a break in a second, but actually we're not because Dan's kind of doing some stuff with it. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, folks, is maybe what we could do, Dan, is open up the football one, the Hastings Athletics one, and just leave that up on the screen for me, and I could try to control it from here and maybe see if that would work. Let's see if we can do that. That's what we're going to see here.
He gets the pin.
What a move, what a goal! Oh, what a shot, scores! The Raiders, can they get the lift? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play. It's moving. It's over.
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
One touchdown, Raiders!
So second quarter, Raiders lead at 21-0. Unbelievable first quarter of play on homecoming. And here's Herb out of the shotgun, working right to left now as he switched directions. Herb will take off and run. And he gets to the line, and that is about it. The Raiders are just saying absolutely not.
Raiders defensive line.
That's okay. There we go.
the Raiders' defensive line absorbed the offensive line of Jefferson, which allowed the Raiders' inside linebackers free reign to get to the quarterback. So that was a nice job of playing team defense. You do your job, you neutralize the blocks, and let your guys behind you come in and make the play.
There we go. Again, folks, on HCTV, be patient. We're working through some technical difficulties here as the Raiders setting it up defensively and stopping a third down pass play well short of the sticks. Catch from Fleisches, one of the juniors. And that'll force fourth down and another punting situation.
Fourth and 6 for the Jaguars, and they get ready to punt. They're punting from their 13-yard line. Oh, not a great punt at all. It's just very high, not much distance to it. Bounces. It's a Jaguar bounce. Nope, it stops. There we go. So that's actually a fortuitous bounce for the Raiders. Only hopped once, and they jumped on it. So Raiders are going to take over the ball. First and 10 at their own 49-yard line, but they're just continuing where they left off, just pounding the Jaguars, and they're hoping to get some field position, but they're losing that field position battle with every possession. The Raiders just get stronger and stronger.
Yeah, the Hastings Athletics. There we go. Yep, that's the right one, right? Yep, okay, here we go. I'll try it again.
What number kicked it? Thanks.
Okay. Seeing it's that fall sports one again. I don't know, Dan. This is what happened last night. It was so... Yep. No, can you leave that up, Chief? Like, and leave that one up with the push the button on the right. Hell thing in the right corner. Yeah. Chief, yeah, it's all the same stuff. Yeah. I'm so dumbfounded. I'm so sorry, Chief. You know what, Chief? If worse comes to worse, to get through this, we can double up those next week and start early and see if they'd be okay with that. And then I can just run the game off of this, and then we can play with it tomorrow morning after the shopping show. Yep. Nope, that was the old system. I just got to open up the thing and so it says Hastings Athletics, and then push run this event now, and then it does the intro. Soccer match. There you go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, X back out of that one if we can. There we go. Yep. I'm watching you.
Oh, sorry, Chifo, on your. Here, watch me again. There we go. Oh, I don't want to. Why is it? Oh, wait. Oh, what the hell? No. So can you F12 it again, Chief? F12 it again? It's playing the actual spots that were in there.
Well, it looks like the first positive thing for Jefferson Jaguars. They turned the Raiders over on downs. Now Jefferson will have the ball on their own 37-yard line, moving right to left on your radio dial.
Right.
First miscues of the Raiders' offensive series this game. Now we'll see if our defense can stiffen up again like they have the entire game so far.
That's the right one. Yep.
Nothing doing. That was a fantastic play there. Hunter Hoff was all over that. That was basically a handoff to go off tackle, and Hunter Hoff was there before the play even developed. That was a nice job by him to get in there behind the line of scrimmage. There's a yard loss there for Jefferson Jaguars. Big third down for Jefferson right now. It's 3rd and 9. They're fairly deep in their own territory basically on the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line. So they've got quite a ways to go to get a first down to move the sticks. Dropping back to pass. A little something over. Oh my goodness. That was a huge hit right there by Fletcher Peterson. The pass was over the middle. It wouldn't have been enough for a first down anyway. It was about 4 yards short, but Peterson put a lick on their receiver. Number 22, that is Slade Pond, and he just got pounded. It took him a second to get up. He was a little shaky for a minute there, but Peterson, boy, that was a nice hit. So now the Raiders turn, make Jefferson his 4th and 9, so they have to punt it away. Once again, everything's rolling great for the Raiders. Late entry for the Jaguars on their line. They need one more man. Their kick, and it's straight up. It's almost straight up. Watch out, boys. Behind you.
Don't let it hit you, guys.
That literally was a 9-yard kick. 8 yards. Okay. Dick says 8 yards. So the Raiders, oh my goodness, look at the field position they have right now. They're going to take over 1st and 10 from the Jaguar 42-yard line. Talk about a short field. This thing is just running downhill. Love to see it. And when your runners are running downhill, boy, they're just putting a lick on this Jaguar defense. They've got to be getting tired. They've been on the field the entire time. I mean, literally, Jaguars have had, probably 10 plays on offense. It's been very little, and the Raiders' offense is just pounding away at this defensive line of the Jaguars. And every time they just get more and more softened up. There we go, classic sign right there. Zach Shattuck went right up the middle there, and the Jaguars line is getting so tired they just can't shed their blocks anymore. And Raiders just leaning on them, as they say, wearing them down. And the other thing too is that the Raiders can start doing some other plays too. They start mixing some things in there, trying some things, different looks, and it just gives them more experience for down the road. Boy, they sure like that play. Grant Birkin, again, that kind of an end draw. So he basically drops back like he's going to block, and Foss turns and just hands him off inside. It goes right between the center and the guard on the offside, almost like a trap or a draw play. Got another 8 yards for that. So a first down, Raiders on the Jaguars' 25-yard line. I bet Jaguars can't wait for this 5 minutes and 47 seconds to take away so they can get in the locker room and lick their wounds. Boy, they've just been getting pounded.
We're okay. We're still up 21-0. Jefferson just made
Double shift. We get set. Foss hands the ball off to Shattuck again. Ooh, takes a big hit, but he gains 5 yards on it. Again, that's what we need to do. The Raiders' interior line just keep pounding away on Jaguars' defensive line, wearing them down, allowing Shattuck and also Hoffman to get out there and get some great runs. Shattuck checks out, Hoffman checks in.
Yeah.
This is great to see a 2 running back committee here. Second and 6 from the Jaguar 21-yard line. Nice quick pitch out there to Lane Hoffman. And it looks like he very close to a first down. Yep, they gave him the first down. So Raiders again moving the sticks on that great quick pitch out to the left side. Found a hole between the end and the tackle and got the yards he needed. So now it's first down and 10 from the Jaguar 14-yard line. Once again, just putting the ball on the ground, just pounding away on them. That's all we got to do. Run the clock down. You know, you're up 21-0. Just keep pounding it. Oh wow, what a play! That's a nice. Again, that was the inside, kind of almost like a trap play where the guard and the tackle on the left side kicked out, and then just a turn reverse handoff to Birkin. Oh, we have a man down. We have the Jefferson Jaguar is down on the field, so Hastings will take a knee and so it's 2nd and 4 when we come back. They're tending right now to the injured Jaguar player. The Raiders are coming off to the side.
HCTV Sports is supported by Merchants Bank. Merchants Bank is committed to supporting the families and businesses at the heart of their communities. Merchants Bank, let's dream together.
What play we're going to run and punch this thing in, maybe get a 4-score lead. That'd be huge.
Hi, Jerry. I'm back.
Hi. I've been trying to fill in for you.
You did so awesome. Oh, my gosh. Jerry's gunning for my job.
Not even, folks. Let me tell you, he's a professional. I'm just here for fun.
Oh, we have an injury for you.
Yes, we do.
Hold on a second. I got to see what. It's not coming back. There we go. Now it will. Hold on a minute. Sorry, TV peeps. We'll be right back with the radio because we took a little break there. It's homecoming. Come on. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. You radio listeners are the best out there. You guys stick with us through thick and thin. We're back on the air. Big time shout out to Dan and Barb Bassman on their anniversary, spending all their night with Jerry and I fixing everything up. Dan and Barbie, thank you so much and have a wonderful anniversary weekend. 21-0. You didn't miss any scoring. You missed a horrible punt by Bloomington Jefferson, and the fact the Raiders now in the red zone call it the 8-yard line, 2nd and 3. And Birkin in motion. He had another good run when we were doing some chicanery there. Pass on the side right, and that one is fumbled by Johnny Vickney, who would have been in for a touch. 3rd and 3. I am so impressed with the way they're spreading the ball around.
I tell you what, you've heard this saying before, football is a game of inches. That was inches for a touchdown. It was also inches for a pick six of 91 yards. I mean, inches, just missed. So we kind of dodged a bullet on that one. I'd have to say more than a touchdown opportunity, dodged the bullet. But like you said, the ball is being spread around to multiple people, and that's nice to see because they can't key on one man.
Welcome back, everybody, on the radio. If you just joined us back after our technical issue. 21-0. Raiders still with the lead. Second quarter, 3:36 to go. Pitch out and finding sprinting Hoffman, getting him down to the 5. So gain of 3. 4th and 3, 21-0. Might be a nice chance to give Johan a chance to dink it in, but you're also pretty close.
I think
in the
he
way your
wants
D's playing.
Yeah, it's 4th and 1 at this point, or fourth and less than a yard. Really, looking at the sticks over there on the far sideline, it's basically sitting on almost the 5-yard line. That's about where the ball is right now, is a 5. So it's less than a yard. I think Raiders want to get a knockout punch right here. They don't want to go for a field goal. I mean, Johan, you give him a chance, yes, but at this point, knockout punch. Put them away.
I love it, Jerry. You're up. You just gave me the goosey boompies on the birthday.
Well,
here,
like you say, you get them down and you stomp on them. You don't let them back up.
You're
you
right.
cannot let them up. You got to keep your foot on the gas. Oh, get a look. Say, get a timeout.
Okay, we'll take a quick timeout as well. 21-0. Raiders leading. 2:47 to go first half on KDWA.
Seriously. It's inches, yeah.
Tunnel. I need to get a good picture. I didn't even get a picture. I haven't even pay attention to Jack squad. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, on KDWA and also on HCTV, BCCTV. We welcome you to Todd Field, homecoming for the Raiders, leading 21-0. Hastings will go for it on 4th down. 4th down and 1. You can get a first down without scoring. They'll go to Hoffman, and he'll get pulled down, and I don't know if he got that.
I don't think he did. I think his knee went down to the 6-yard line, so the Raiders are going to turn it over on downs. But that's okay, you got to go for the glory. Why not? That far in, and with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the half. Oh, we have another Jaguar injured. Looks like he's holding his knee. That's never a good sign.
No.
Here comes the training staff over for Jefferson. Raiders are getting off the field. They're taking a knee there, and listen to Coach Fritzy and make sure that they know what they're going to do in this last 2 minutes and 41 seconds on the defensive side of the ball.
We'll take another quick break as the Raiders lead 21-0. Another injury timeout on KDWA. Well, all sorts of craziness, wildness, fun, etc. here at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field on a Friday night for homecoming, Game 4 of the 2024 Minnesota high school football season. And the player that was taken off the field there, I believe was 58, was it? 58?
Looks like it.
Gronchow. So 2:41 to go here. Jefferson will start with the ball on their own 6, right to left. Herb option pitch out right side. Hastings can't seal on the edge. Find some room for a first down here with 2:34 to go. I think Raiders trying to play maybe a little soft there, just trying to make sure that they don't hit something over the top.
Well, that play was there, and that we've seen that in the first quarter too. That he made the right read that time. It's a quarterback option, and he decided to pitch out to his trailing back, who had plenty of room. He tried to do that in the first quarter too, but instead of pitching, he kept the ball and tried to turn it upside. That's the right play. The correct play is to pitch out to your trailing back and let him get 10 yards on that.
Raider defense looking to make a big play. Pellinger joins the party on the line. And the snap to Herb. He'll take it running near side. Raiders sending the whole posse at him to the edge. He won't get it. Got a couple yards, but really couldn't break it. Max Herb, quarterback, where's the number 4? Gets a little gainer, call it about 4.
Nice pursuit by the Raiders. You saw a lot of blue shirts coming down that line, and they were trying to get him more, horizontal than vertical, make him run sideline to sideline, and it's not what he was doing. It looked like he had a spot there, but the Raiders just kept pursuing and just shut him down. And, it was a nice game, but it wasn't a huge gain like they were hoping for.
Raiders lead at 21-0 on homecoming 2024 at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. Nick Tuckner, Jerry Rupp were here for all of the fun, and it's been fun so far. No scoring, though, in the second quarter as of yet, but the Raider D has continued to play exceptionally well. Herb had a low snap, handles it, option pitch out right side, and just don't give him a bunch. Keep him in bounds, make him use their timeouts.
Yeah, you're right. With a minute 38 seconds left, that's what you want to do. Just keep him in between the stripes there. Again, at that same play, we get another injury timeout.
What is going? Is it cramping, Jer, with this humidity?
I know. Well, I tell you what, the last boy, he went out 58 for Jefferson. He went out with a knee injury. He could not put any weight on his leg at all. They had him hopping, skipping, and jumping with 2 guys helping him. So you never want to see that. When you see a guy that can't put any weight on his knee, that's not a good sign. Now this one here, number 1, Abram Brueggemann, looks like.
Yep.
Brueggemann. He just got hit at the end of the play, and he went down. So I don't think it's cramping. They're just bum luck here, getting some bad tackles maybe.
Another injury break on the radio. We'll be back with more. Last update from Prescott. They lead 8-0 over Somerset early. More after this on KDWA. Buds? Yep.
Wow.
Cards were up 8-0 at last check. Okay.
Yeah.
Be back with you folks on TV here momentarily. 1:30 to go here in the first half, second quarter. Herb's pass over the middle, caught at midfield, and now trying to escape on left side. Not going to be able to find enough room as Braylon Kelly Teller. He's very, very, very tall, long arms, good athlete, makes a great catch and run. He's the guy you're going to have to watch the rest of the night.
Exactly. Kyan Esprit came up from his free safety position to make that stop finally. That's a nice crossing pattern. That was dangerous, actually, for the Raiders.
Jerry, we've talked about the other way so many times, but we don't want to let Jefferson score knowing they get the football to start the second half.
Correct.
Herb trying to go deep. He puts up a long one. Getting behind the coverage, yes, but he pushed off one of the Raider corners as well. 1:08 to go here. First half, still 21-0.
Ashton Ames fell down. He tripped and fell down, which actually was fortuitous for the Raiders because then the Jaguar receiver kind of tripped over Ames, and so there was nothing there for pass interference, but it threw him off just enough. It did hit the Jaguar receiver in the hands, but he was thrown off just enough that he went down.
Ashton Arns getting his first start tonight at corner for the Raiders, and he made a couple plays against the Matamidi too that were important in key situations late.
Yes.
Especially going down towards the shadow down there. Remember,
right.
It was weird.
Gosh,
it was so
yeah.
dark and weird when they were going down that way. Out of the shotgun again. Here's Herb option. He's going to throw that out to the right side. He does, finding some room there. 35 Evan Feller, and he breaks a tackle and another one up the right side, and he would have been gone had he not been tripped up at the last moment by Pellinger, who just got a piece of his sock to take him down, and that's just enough. But again, Jared, 58.9. They still got to finish the drive. Raider defense has to bend but not break.
Exactly, and that's a play that the Raiders are going to have to figure out when they go into the halftime and take a look at what they're doing, what's happening over on the left side of the Raiders defensive line, because that's there. I mean, the quarterback comes up, he options out to the trail back, and he's got no one on him. So there has to be somebody to come up on the defensive side, a corner, who's going to come up and challenge, so don't give him that outside running room. It's just a minor adjustment, but the Raiders have to figure it out. Coach Fritzy will have to look at that and say, okay, who do we bring up to put a spy on that trail back? You've got to see it, got to recognize it, and make your move to get in there.
Raiders have made good halftime adjustments every game this year. Even the game against Owatonna, the things that they did in the second half really did benefit what they were trying to do. Same with Henry Sibley / Two Rivers, and for Shirley against Matamidi. Hastings defense back out. They have played such good football over the last 2 weeks. And right now trying to close a drive that would, again, as we said, give no matter what, Jefferson the football to start the second half when the zeros show up here at the end of the second quarter.
We don't want to give him a twofer.
No. 58.9 to go. Second quarter, first half, Raiders lead at 21-0 on homecoming 2024. Herb, back, pressure, comes up, steps up, Raiders got him and they throw him down. Raiders combine. They had Hunter Hoff there, but who's at the bottom of the
50,
pile?
number 50.
Number 50 for the Raiders, Ifisha Danko, and he sneaks in, and that's a big play there.
Huge play.
And again, you're forcing them to use their timeouts, and now the Raiders with a great defensive play, they got all the momentum here, Jared.
Well, yeah, you look at it. I mean, it looked like it could have been disastrous, but the Raiders, Shadeko stepped up and made that play. Tackle for a loss, so you got second 11 with only 49.3 seconds left on, and they burned their second time out here. So this is nice. It's all playing well for the Raiders, but we've got to stay defense sure and assignment sure for these last 49 seconds.
Halftime show coming up. Dick Craig's stats. Jerry and I will garble and giggle, and then we'll also have some scoring updates from around the area if we can get them here towards halftime, and we'll let you guys all know what's going on over in Prescott with the number 4 ranked Cardinals. Out of the shotgun, Herb. Option pitch left. He's got his man, almost tripped over his own feet, gets out left side, breaks a tackle, gets inside the 15 to about the 12. As 35 again, that's Feller. Kind of a bowling ball, Jerry. That's a guy that can run it a little bit.
Yeah, he's got some good size to him, too. You can see it. He'd lay a head on if he wanted to. And the Raiders just got to get that, control that outside. Yeah, he's a very bulky guy. He looks like a fullback type of a runner, But yeah, the Raiders just need to seal out those edges so he can't get around the corner like we do with Shattuck.
So Jaguars still have one timeout left, guys, in the box? Okay, yep. So 42.5.
Watch this play over here to the right side. They're going to do that quarterback option again over the right side, I bet.
Chibois, again, right side slot. Watch him. He's a little guy, but he can catch. Herb back to pass. He'll go left. He'll go left, setting it up. Raiders got 3 there. Close it out. They do near the 5, but they do still have one timeout as Jefferson. And the clock will stop to spot the ball.
Yep.
And then let's see if they use it. No, they're going to let it run, it looks like. As soon as they set it, they're going to run it. Rush to the line. It is a first down on the play, so now it's 1st and goal. 30 seconds left, and now the timeout called, and I think maybe the Raiders took this one, to be honest.
Yep, the Raiders did.
Yep.
Got to be sure here with the ball in the 5-yard lane. They got to make sure they don't give up a cheapie at the end here with 29 seconds left.
We'll take a quick break, folks. We'll come back with more on the radio right after this on KDWA and HCTV. First down and goal for Bloomington Jefferson, left hash. Raider defense bending, trying not to break here. Up 21-0. Jefferson will get the ball to start the second half. Snap to Herb. He takes it himself, and he fumbled the football. The Raiders have it. He tried the option pitch, and he had nobody there, and he noticed nobody was there, and the ball slipped out of his hand. The Raiders, I think it might be Shadeko who got it.
77, Gabriel Dorham.
Gabe Dorham, big play. He has had a couple of good weeks for Hastings, too. And no bigger play than on homecoming than right there. Option pitch. No, he didn't even try to pitch, and he was hit.
No.
And he just got it knocked out and just no ball security.
He had thought about pitching it, but he just waited too long. And by the time he decided to make his move, he got popped out.
Kneel it down.
Yep. Take a knee and
kneel it down.
Yep.
That
be
first
careful,
half
though.
was
You got to be
fabulous.
careful, though, because
I know.
All right.
I just
Yes.
really barge ahead.
Yes.
Lucas, go for 99. Hey, I shouldn't laugh.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, good.
All right.
And that'll do her.
Yeah. Well, Jerry, I don't think you and I could have painted a better blue and gold picture of a first half than we just saw right there by our boys.
That was a fantastic first half. The boys were controlling all phases of the game.
Oh.
Did they take a timeout? All right, good.
No, they're going to let it burn, but I think Jefferson's more upset with themselves here.
Probably. Well, they played a stinky first half of football. They're going to have to figure some things out when they get in the locker room. Meanwhile, our boys are riding high, and they're feeling it, man. Everything has been working for the Raiders. We bent on that last one. We did not break. And, came up with a big stop there. That's what we needed. So here we go, Raiders.
Might be stinky for Bloomington Jefferson, but it sure smells good in Raider Nation. I can tell you that much. Raiders with 3 touchdowns in the first quarter of play from 3 different athletes. Shady Shattuck, Lane Hoffman, Johnny Vickney all find the end zone. And the Hastings Raiders, they lead at 21-0 on halftime 2024. Little extended halftime show. We'll have more with Dick as well with stats. That's coming up. It's homecoming. Raiders lead at 21-0 at the half on KDWA.
Push that trash that way, not this way. Come on.
Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV?
That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video that promotes your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for? As an HCTV sponsor, our staff will work with your business or organization to create a custom video to promote your brand. You also have an option of getting a shout out in every sporting event we cover. And that's 3 points for your business.
So support HCTV today!
Go to hastingstv.org/sponsors for more information or to give a one-time donation.
Whoa.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking
cozy. Yeah, we like personal interactions, but as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Hi, this is Lucas Foss from Hastings, and on behalf of all Metro East Conference schools, we would like to thank you for supporting us. Please remember to show respect and good sportsmanship at all times. We as athletes will always try our best, and you can expect the same from coaches and officials. Mistakes will be made by everyone involved, but please show support and respect through the contest, no matter the outcome, whether it be online or in the stands.
It's showtime.
right down.
Back. Halftime now over. A little longer halftime than usual just because we had the dance team. We had the marching band out there. Fantastic job by both entities, too, by the way. That was fantastic. Of course, dance team is now a new thing that we have here in the school. I mean, so dance team will really get hopping here over the next couple months, and we'll try to get some more news on that fun stuff with Trent Hansen, our AD, coaching staff, much more as dance opens up at Hastings. Of course, across the river in Prescott, not more than 4 or 5 miles away. 26 state championships speak a lot about what that's about. And here is Hastings again with their schedule coming up here after tonight against Jefferson. We're at Creighton next Friday. And then we have Armstrong here at home, St. Thomas here at home, and at Cooper. Armstrong and Cooper are both top 20 teams in 4A. Those will not be easy games. Nice to have Armstrong at home, but going to Cooper, that is a tough, not a fun place to play. And the schedule is only going to get tougher from here on out, Jer.
That's right. You know, if you can get this game under your belt here and get that win so we get back to 2-2.
Yep.
You know, it's huge momentum, but you're right. The sled goes uphill from here, and we really got to be ready to go and, you know, buckle down those chin straps and get ready.
Raiders on their sideline, kind of getting their last shots of water and whatnot before we kick the football away to Bloomington Jefferson. Hastings, if you just joined us, scored the 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. As Dick Craig mentioned, Shady Shattuck a 53-yard run. Lane Hoffman put one for 36. And Johnny Vickney a 38-yard touchdown grab. And it was just awesome. Raiders played a complete first half. Now you got to play 24 minutes more of that same style of football. As Jerry said, you got to play a complete game here. As I'm looking down at the field, I see one of our Raiders are down there in a sling, just in pants. I just noticed that. I don't know who that is. Maybe Trent would know, but one of the Raiders definitely have a sling. Can't really tell right now who it is. We don't need any more injuries, Jer.
No,
that's the thing.
No.
Next man up, we've done good with that, but Blue and Gold guys don't need to lose anybody else.
No, you're right. We don't have the depth that some other teams might have, and so your quality top players here, they've got to stay healthy. And we've lost 3 of them in the last 2 weeks, and so we need to get those guys back as soon as we can. So hopefully it is, where we got the sling on, it's not a big deal.
We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if we find out what's going on there. But Hastings leading 21-0. Prescott trailing. 7 penalties for Prescott.
Ouch.
In the first half have really done them in, but they're down 22-8 at halftime.
Yeah, that hurts. Like we saw that last week when Montemita kept getting all those penalties, ending up 100 yards in penalties. It just really wears you down.
I don't care what your record is. You can't give anybody that many penalties.
Nope, you can't.
It's like in hockey. The team that gets the most power plays a lot of times wins the game.
Go figure.
Period. Good kick by Johan Rova Hegner, taken at the 5-yard line to the 10-15 out left side, getting close to the 20, across it to the 23-25. On the return here for Bloomington Jefferson is number 22, Slade Pond, also a backup quarterback. And he will bring it out near the 25. Raiders defense comes out, and that has been a good thing lately, watching the way that this team has played over the last 3 quarters, Jerry Rupp.
It'd be fun to see what's going to happen now with that chess match, because I'm sure Jefferson went into the locker room and said, okay, what's working here? That jet sweep's working, that quarterback option is working. Now the Raiders got to see if they can diagnose that, see that quarterback coming up and have a man for him and also a man for that trailing pitch.
11:52 to go. We're just underway, second half, third quarter from Todd Field, homecoming 2024, and the birthday business happening here already. 21-0 Hastings. Back to pass, Max Erb going left side, has a guy open. It's caught for a first down, and that's grabbed there by Jaden Schold.
Nice first play by Jefferson there to get out of from out of the 25-yard line. He got a nice first down catch there. Gets their offense rolling a little bit better, and they felt pretty good about that one.
Make them earn it, right? If you're going to give them little chunks, fine. Make them earn it, because one of those plays they're going to make a mistake, right, Jer?
Well, one would hope.
We're going to spread it out this time. 4 receivers, 1 a tight end off the line, 2 to each side. Herb option, will run, got deked out. Raiders overcommitted that time. Herb did a little shimmy shake. He's not the fastest beast in the world out of the backfield, but boy, he's got some moves there, doesn't he, Jerry?
Yeah, he does. And Fletcher Peterson, that one, unfortunately, he made the cardinal sin of defensive ends, and I was always taught that too. You can't play the middle between the quarterback and the pitchback.
Yep.
You've got to take your man. You've got to take the quarterback out. Trust your guy behind you, your defensive teammate, to take out that pitch man. Don't play middle. It never works.
Spread it out again. Same formation. 2 receivers right near side hash. That's the short side of the field, left to right. Bloomington, Jefferson. They'll hand it off in the backfield. Raiders had it covered perfectly, just didn't make the tackle, and it's a first down carry across midfield to the 48 of Hastings. So Raiders, again, just I don't know if they had that one read perfectly, but Bloomington, Jefferson earning their stripes and earning another first down.
Well, and here's the thing, too. Like you had mentioned, the Raiders have to come out here and to pick up where they left off. You cannot have a draw, a letdown, and that's kind of right now what they're doing. They're kind of sitting back on, we're up by 3 scores. You cannot do that. You cannot let them back into this game because it could get ugly quick.
Fletcher defense attack. 3 down linemen for Hastings. Out of the shotgun, Herb. 3-step drop, chucks it up deep, goes to the downs, and he underthrows it. Good defense, though, by Carter Herman O'Brien, taking the angle away, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that was a nice chuck there by their quarterback. But like you said, we had a good defensive angle on there, so it made the receiver go around him, and he just couldn't quite get to the ball. He was about 2 yards shy of making that reception.
Well, hand checks there from each of them, but not enough to force a flag. 2nd down and 10, 10:40 to go, 3rd quarter, homecoming.
All's fair in love and long bombs.
That's for sure, and hopefully tomorrow Max Brosmer's throwing some long bombs, and we keep that pig right where it belongs.
Exactly.
In Dinkytown. That'll be fun tomorrow night. We were kind of talking about when it starts tomorrow, but it sounds like a night game for the Gophers tomorrow. 4 receiver set. Herb sets a play, kind of stepped off to his left. Let's see if he goes that way, and he does. Chucks it up. He had a man wide open. What happened there? And that's a touchdown. What is going on here? That's a touchdown for Bloomington Jefferson, and that will go to Braylon Kelly Taylor, and that was a total breakdown by the Raiders secondary.
Well, kudos to Jefferson. They saw that read.
Right away.
They saw it wide open, and so I think the previous pass play, they saw that there was a deficiency in the Raiders' defense over that side, and they went right back to it. I mean, clearly that was all the way past to him, and he just sidestepped our D-back on the way in for a touchdown. So, I mean, that's what you didn't want to see. You didn't want to see Jefferson come back and score quickly. Now they're kind of back in this game. They're feeling good.
Kicks up and good. That's from 17, Alexander Lara Sanchez.
So with the final defensive series in the first half, and now with this first series in the second half, Raiders have got to get tightened up. They were feeling good, but now they're seeing some deficiencies that we have to tighten up.
5 plays, 74 yards ain't going to do it, Jared.
No.
I mean, that's just too much for too little time.
Nope, that's exactly. Well, and the other thing too is, before the game, we knew that Jefferson had a pretty strong, pass offense. They're very potent in their pass offense, and quite frankly, the Raiders have been a little bit suspect in their pass defense. And so that's something, an area that Jefferson can exploit, and they certainly did on that series.
I'm really suspecting an onside kick here.
Yeah, it's hopefully our special teams coordinator makes sure, okay, guys, you need to keep your hands ready. Don't turn around right away. Make sure the ball gets past you before you turn.
I just have an ill feeling. There's so much time on the clock. You have a little momentum now. If you get it back, and all of a sudden it can become a one-possession game with a score.
I do see some hands, guys, up front there, so that's hopefully they're ready for it.
Sanchez will kick it away and deep. There we go. Raiders will set up. Carter Herman O'Brien. Actually, that's going to be Hoffman across the 15, 20. Toe steps across the 20, fumbled the football.
Fumbled
the football. He fumbled the ball.
Yeah,
and the Raiders did get it. Nope, Raiders got it.
The Raiders got it? Okay, good. Good.
Thank goodness. Yep. So he recovered his own fumble, did Hoffman, and thank goodness, because that would have been lethal.
That would have been disastrous. Yep, that would have gave them a good chance to jump right back into this thing. Okay, so the Raiders, do more of what they did the first half. Just control the ball, control the line of scrimmage, get this ball on the ground, keep it moving. At this point, what the Raiders' friend is to eat the clock.
Right, that's it. Finish with a score and eat a lot of clock.
That's right. And you don't need a flash. Just pound the ball out, eat the clock up, and win the war that way.
You don't have to go get it all in one play, although it would be fun. Raiders again shift 4 guys along the line. Reset, boys. Thank you. And here we go. Pitch out will go to Shattuck, and he'll just get back to the line, and that's it. They are chasing down Shady, and the Raider defense, or the Raider offense now starting to feel a little pressure from the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, good job by the Jaguars there. They basically cut off that edge out there. They shut that down, so Shady had to turn back up inside, and there's just nothing there because there was pursuit from the inside of the Jaguars line.
Raiders 2nd and 9, give Hastings an official yard. 9:48 to go, clock runs, third quarter, second half. Raiders up 21-7, but Jefferson scored quickly to open up the half. Here's the give to Shattuck. He got near the 25 and pushed back, gain of about 4, but the Raiders not getting the chunks like they did in that first half.
He beat the initial line of defense there, but then he got up to about 4 yards past that, and literally 4 men in a wall just took him down. There was nowhere to go. So this is a big down for the Raiders now. 3rd and 5. You try to get some momentum back. You know, if you give up the ball and you have to punt it away, that just gives Jefferson more confidence.
Braylon Kelly Taylor scored on a long touchdown to open up the second half, third quarter. It's 21-7, Raider football, 3rd and 5, big play here. Shattuck gets the handoff, finds a hole, gets a first down, stays with it, has to get 2-3 guys to take him down. That's a great run on 3rd down for Zach Shattuck, and the Raiders will move the chains and the clock, leading 21-7, third quarter.
One thing I like to see out there too is number 67, Jack Burke for the Raiders, was continuing to push down the field, trying to get a block, and also Marlo Strain was holding his block. So you want to see those guys getting down there, sustaining their blocks, and giving Shattuck a chance to break something.
Perfect start to the drive. This is what you want to do here in this particular situation and scenario, leading 21-7 at home on homecoming. Back to pass is Foss. Lucas has a man open. He's got Matt Foss. Little Bro catches it. He'll be taken down. Gain of about 8 on first down. Nice play. Stays in bounds. Keep that clock rolling in the second half. Raiders lead at 21-7.
Nice pitch and catch. Just roll out to the right and hit your brother that is doing a little down and out, about 8 yards down the field. Again, throwing the ball in a very safe percentage place. Either he can catch it to the sideline, but no one can pick it off. So very smart throw. Good high percentage play there. Nice pickup of 8 yards, and now we're second and short, so it opens the playbook up. You can do a lot of things with this now.
7:54 to go. Raiders slow to the line, need as much clock between plays as they can with the lead by 2 possessions, and that was too many guys in the huddle. That should be 12 men, right? How's that not 12 in the huddle? There should be a flag. Not one. Wide open screen. Shady. Midfield hits the brakes. Cuts for another yard. Gets out of bounds. 49. First down again. Boy, you get him into space, Jerry. He's so dangerous.
That's right. We call him Slippery Shattuck.
Slippery Shady?
Yeah, Slippery Shady. He's doing a good job out there, and that was a nice design play because everything was rolling towards the right, and then Foss just looked back to the left, and there was Shattuck with no one around him, so he had a lot of room to run for that first down.
7:34 to go in the third quarter. Jefferson scores to open the half. Raiders back with the ball at midfield. Foss, interior handoff, and that's given to Birkin. 40, carries a man. Another first down run for Grant Birkin, who's up over 50 yards on minimal carries. Also lost his helmet there.
Has
no
to come
harm,
out
no
for a
foul.
play.
Yep.
So that's that counter trap play that they're running there with Birkin. He has to come out, I think. He lost his helmet.
Well, it got taken off of him, though. He's supposed to be able.
Okay.
Coach Strain said the same thing to the official. He goes, yeah, he was. Now they're going to have an official's timeout.
He's coming out.
Yep, they're saying that, nope, he's got to come out for one play.
Because he lost his hat there, so you got to come out for one play. But again, that counter trap is working really well with Birkin running that ball. He's getting 10 yards a pop, so it's nice to see that still is a viable option.
I haven't seen the Raiders run that in years either.
Oh, I know.
It just works.
No, it's working well.
First down and 10. Ball at the 38 of Jefferson. Raiders with it. Shattuck takes the carry. 35-30. Carries a man. Close to another Raider first down inside the 30. Shattuck continues to average, close to 10 yards a carry.
I tell you what, and a guy that I liked out there out front was Barrett Boardman. You don't see him a whole lot, but he was out there, leading the pile there. He was basically running interference there for Shattuck and just pushing guys down the line and allowing him to get some more space there. Good to see. He's a tough kid.
Barrett comes out after a nice play on offense. Put him where you can help the team, and that's all
right.
that matters to 3-3. Under center, Foss again. Second down, short, called a yard. Foss looking to pass. He's got Shady in the opening left side. Shakes a tackle. Now he has room, and he has blockers. 25-20 out of bounds. First down again, and boy, he's smart.
Boy, that was a nice play, but I tell you what, Matt didn't see him, but you had Strain wide open out on the right side in the flats. There was no one near him. That was a touchdown for sure, but obviously design play to Shattuck there, and you know, he makes a great run there and gets that first down.
I think he just told Birkin, dude, I was wide open. He seriously just went up to the man. I was wide open.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. First down anyway.
We'll take the first down and eat the clock.
Raiders again, tight formation, motion across the line. Vickney will line up right, see if they stack it for a run. They do. And Shattuck will get the first block, then step out right, shakes a tackle, gets to the 20, gains 2.
Nick, you mentioned this last week, and we're seeing it again now. The Raiders, I think, have made an improvement by going under center instead of that shotgun. Because the first two games, you were going to shotgun, and you know, Matt Foss had negative yards because he had to fall on balls that were bad exchanges. And this, going under center, this is much better. They're getting more control, and they have a great option with their running backs.
Playing tight, running tough. I mean, this is Hastings football. This is old Hastings football, and I love it. One receiver left, one short right, Matt Foss. Handoff, Shady, 20, 15, carries half the troops to near the 14 before forward progress kind of slowed him down, and then a second and third effort might have gotten across the 15, but he's really close to that stripe. Still short of a first down, but another great first. Actually, that was a second down run.
But it was a nice run too, and you know, we've seen that through the years of some of our other Raiders running backs, in that instead of just putting your head down and running into the line, you can see he had his head up and he waited. He waited for that opportunity when the line opened up, that little bit of a hole, and then he hit that, and it gave him another 5 yards.
Raiders come back up with Foss splitting out wide to the right. Matt Foss wearing number 3. Number 2 to the left there is Vickney, split out wide to the left. Foss under center, barks out the call. Tight formation, gives to Shattuck. Breaks across the 15, and that's about it. He might have gained a yard if that. Fourth down.
Well, you know, at this situation, you know, you're so far deep in their field, you know, the ball at the 15-yard line?
Yeah.
You could go for a field.
Well,
we're going to try it. Why not?
Kick it.
Give them a try.
Yep. Fans like it. They want points. Make it a 3-possession game again.
Yep.
31-yard field goal attempt coming up for Johan Rova Hegner. This would be his first field goal.
Yeah, it would. This is why you get the soccer boy out there, you know, to do the job there. He's capable of it.
Dick Craig says 31. Right hash near it. Right side between the hashes. Good snap. Spot. Kick. He's got the distance, and it's good.
How about that?
Johan Rova Hegner from 31 gives the Raiders a 24-7 lead.
That's nice to see, and I'm glad to see that Coach Strain went with that call. You know, there were a couple times last year where he maybe could have used his kicker and decided to go for, you know, the conversion and didn't get it. So, you know, even coaches can learn. You know,
yeah,
we all learn.
Right.
I mean, there are many things that we figured out, you know, with other sports, and that coach is no different here for football. Great play there, and we'll take the points.
Raiders lead. How many plays? 12 plays, 80 yards. That's exactly what we needed right there.
Exactly. Yep. Burn the clock. You run off a whole lot off that clock in that third quarter. So that just makes Jefferson have to come back and try to play, you know, catch up, match, you know, score for score.
4:01 to go, third quarter. Raiders up 24-7 on homecoming. Great first quarter. 21-0 lead. That lead extended to halftime. 4:01 to go, third quarter here. Raider fans really getting into it in the student section.
They're jumping around. They're loving this.
Getting their boys going, ready to play defense. Johan Rova Hegner. JRH. He'll boot it away for the Raiders, right to left, boom. High end-over-end kick. Not a lot of distance, taken at the 15 to the 20. Left side, 25, 26, 27 were taken down. And that was taken by 28. and that's Ryan Ambangi. He's one of the sophomores, so even Jefferson going into the well for a sophomore there, and a speedy one at that. 3:55 to go, third quarter.
Nice return there by Jefferson. They got quite a few yards there, so they're setting up at a good place, with on their own 27-yard line.
Taking a little time here. I'm not sure if there's an injury over there.
No, I think they're just talking it over. The offensive coordinators with Jefferson there to get them out there in their first set of plays. Meanwhile, the Raiders, this is the time they got to stiffen up. They gave away that one last series of downs, and they got to do it better this time.
Hopefully you can force another fumble. 3 fumbles forced, 3 recovered by the Raiders here tonight. Raiders did miss on a couple 4th and 1s and a chance to maybe score and make this thing even more. And there's an option pitch out left side into open territory midfield. And he might be gone. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5 touchdown. And that is a 73-yard touchdown run. And what's all the whistles coming for? What is the deal? Is there a flag? I don't know. I don't see a flag.
Officials are talking back at the 35-yard line.
I don't. Is this coming back?
Jefferson's looking like, wait, what do we do? What do we do?
Was it delay a game?
It might be, because they sure sat in that huddle for a long time, and the officials were waiting for them.
That might be delay a game.
Yep.
Holy cow, you guys. He might have stepped out of bounds.
Let's get a... Okay, the official's coming over. He's going to give us hopefully a call here now.
It's not a touchdown.
Nope. Personal foul.
Personal foul against Jefferson.
Oh, my.
That's going to put him back too, Jared.
Yep,
and not only that,
15-yard penalty.
Oh my gosh! I mean, that is a huge game-changing mistake.
Seriously,
for Jefferson.
Yeah, from a 75-yard touchdown run to now a 15-yard deep. Now they're first and forever. Raiders better take note of that play, because that deception there, boy, that caught him flat-footed.
Gotta watch that again.
And that 35, you're talking about that running back that looked just like a moose. Boy, he's got some jets too.
I know.
Holy buckets, did he turn them on?
You gotta make sure that first, at least, not tackle, but just get the first guy there.
Yes,
you need to slow him down.
Slow him down, yep.
And that didn't happen. And when you get a guy with that kind of speed in an open lane, and we've seen it with Shattuck already this year as a sophomore, he's hard to stop.
Yep.
Now some substitutions here for Jefferson. 1st and 21. 1st and 24, Dan. Yep. So 1st and 24.
They got to try to get back in Dakota County first.
Well, this is a big chance for the Raider defense to make a little hay now. They've given you a gift. Now take advantage of this and force them to punt. They're going to hand it off. Raiders can't get them in a open space. Then they get an assist on the tackle by Boardman, who came in along with Fletcher Peterson also, Esterby, and an injury. We'll take a quick break as well. 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. Raiders up 24-7 on KDWA and HCTV.
HCTV Sports is supported by Merchants Bank. Merchants Bank is committed to supporting the families and businesses at the heart of their communities. Merchants Bank, let's dream together.
.330 to go, third quarter. The man that was injured was Slade Pond, the ball carrier. 3:28 to go, now the clock will run. The restart of play. 2nd and 20, only a 1-yard gain by Pond. And now a little screen set up off left side. Boardman will at least slow him down. That's what we needed. And there you go, clean it up at the 22. Gain of a couple, 3rd and long, and that's what we were talking about on that outside jet too.
Yep.
Find a way to slow him down. Everybody else is going to be there. You got to trust your guys behind you too.
Exactly. If you can knock him off stride like Boardman just did, just slows them up enough to where our Raiders can recover. And we're looking good right now, a 3rd and 16, so we'll take that, but be careful of that
I
pass
know.
because they are starting to heat up that arm.
Max Erb can throw it. Seen enough tape this week to know that you can't let the receivers get behind you. Erb is seeing something here. Last time he audibled, he connected on a huge pass for touchdown. Snap. Erb looking to throw deep, and he goes very deep, and it's caught through traffic. Are you kidding me? A great grab made by Abraham Hughley. How did he do that?
50-50 ball. He took it away from Luke Kendall. Kendall was right there with him, and it was just a 50-50 ball, and they pulled down the catch, so it was a huge play for Jefferson, kept their drive alive.
Goodness.
So the Raiders got to reset here now. 1st and 10 from the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Gain of how many, Dick? 27? 49. I was going to say 49, not 27. 1st and 10, 2:19 to go, 3rd quarter. Jefferson coming back here, folks, 24-7. They have the football after a big first down, and that snap went to the quarterback. Erb kind of juggled it a little bit, and immediately the Raiders had a man there wrapping him up. Alton Majetic, one of the best one-on-one tacklers the Raiders have, and he shows that right there with 2 minutes left, 3rd quarter.
Raiders got a little help there when you had a little bit of a bobble of the snap. It threw off their timing just a little bit and gave them a chance for Majetic to get in there.
That's what we were talking about too, Jerry. Any of those drives that take 9, 10, 11 plays, you're going to get a couple hiccups.
Right. Well, and at this point too, it's like clock is ticking, so clock is the enemy of Jefferson right now.
Still, they have to score 3 times.
Right.
Out of the gun, Erb, 3 receivers left. And he'll look to pass that way. Flushed out of the pocket. Majetic there, and he sacks him as he's pretty much being held the whole way. Alton Majetic's having one heck of a homecoming, Jerry.
That was huge. That was a huge play right there. Boy, oh boy. He just, like you said, he was being held by the offensive lineman, but he still found a way, zipping and zapping and find the quarterback, turn right in him, and he got him by the jersey and whipped him down. So showed great hand strength there just to pull him down.
Taking a page out of Jerry's book, we're back into Goodhue County as it will be 3rd down and 26 from the 50-yard line midfield. My goodness, Raiders. Majetic, 2 giant defensive plays. Can the Raiders get one more and force a punt here? Move them back further. Erb out of the gun, 2 receivers to each side. Jefferson left to right here, and that's going to be a stoppage. Timeout. Jefferson will take one as well. 32.8 to go, 3rd quarter. Raiders up 24-7 on KDWA and HCTV.
He gets the pin. What a move, what a goal! Oh, what a shot, scores! The Raiders, can they get the lift? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play. It's moving. It is over.
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
Gone! Touchdown, Raiders!
Back on KDWA, HCTV, BCC TV, Nick Tucker, Jerry Rump, Dick Craig here at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field on a beautiful Friday night for homecoming. Raiders at 1-2, Jefferson 2-1. Raiders lead at 24-7, 32.8 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Erb out of the gun, 3rd and 26 from midfield. Back to pass. He will take it down. He's looking to run. Raiders have a couple of guys back there, and they're going to go ahead and take him down. That's going to be 4th down and probably 15 or 16 here, Jerry. And it's a big-time decision for Bloomington Jefferson here.
I don't understand that play because that was designed quarterback draw all the way. He was never looking to pass because he had men open. He went back like he was going to pass, and he pulled the ball down and started to run right away. They had 25 yards to go for a first down. You can't make a quarterback draw that far. I don't understand it, but, I mean, it's good for the Raiders.
End of the 3rd quarter, 24-7. We'll find out what happens on 4th down right after this on KDWA.
Whoa.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking
cozy. Yeah, we like personal interactions, but as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Emily Chandler and the band keeping everybody happy and dancing here at Todd Field on a beautiful Friday. Should get a little more like fall next week for our trip to St. Thomas to take on Crane-Durham Hall. 7 o'clock start on that one. We'll have it for you on KDWA Radio. Here we go, 4th and 15. Big play for Jefferson. Here's Herb out of the gun. He'll take the snap. Raiders had pressure. Herb steps up out of the pocket in trouble. On the run, puts one up, and that's nearly intercepted.
Gosh.
Raiders had Fletcher Peterson there in coverage, but it doesn't matter. It's still 4th down. We get the ball.
That's not a bad thing. Sure, he won the individual stat, but you know what? We would have had the ball down at 20-yard line. As it is now, we take over on downs at the 43. So that was basically a fortuitous drop for the Raiders. I mean, I know he wanted his stats, but, you know, it worked out well for the Raiders in the end. Actually, we take the ball over in the 41-yard line.
Fletcher right there. He's had a great game today for Hastings.
Yep.
Can't wait for his wrestling season 2 coming up. His big brother Creed, of course, graduated 1 season ago. Here we go. Raiders come out. 11:52 to go in regulation, leading 24-7. A touchdown could very well put this thing away. At least get ice on the Gatorade. Pitch out, Shattuck. He didn't notice someone was coming from behind, and there's flags and everything too with this, but they might just decline this anyway.
Yeah, that was ugly there. I think they've gone to that one too many times. I mean, obviously now Jefferson recognizes that shift of 3 men at the same time, so they know where that ball's going strong side, and they're already flooding that side of the zone.
You almost have to do a little subterfuge and go away from that side,
I still like that counter trap they're hitting Birkin up there because they've had great success with that counter trap, and I think they should continue to do that until they can stop that and then go to something else. So, I mean, that one right there, it had success in the first half, but now it's kind of run its course, and Jefferson knows how to defend it.
What are we doing here, Jerry?
I don't know. They're chatting with Woody over there, the coach. Decline. All right.
2nd down.
So the holding penalty was declined, and
yep,
that was an ouchie play right there, boy. Wow.
No, I mean, and again, you're up 24-7.
Yeah.
You don't have to get it all back in one chunk.
Nope.
Get something back, but not.
Well, and like you said too, you stay on the ground, you keep the clock running. So even if you don't convert the first down, you've burned up quite a bit of clock and push them. Tilt the field down to their end.
Raiders will be under center as they have been for a game and a 3rd down. Under center is Foss. Hands off to Shattuck. Got to the hole, and then it closed fast. He's thrown down violently at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he couldn't shake they had a handful of jersey, and he just couldn't quite shake it. Number 88 for Jefferson. Looks like Dorian Ward had him by the jersey, and he just couldn't get rid of that.
And not much they could do there for the Raider offense. And 3rd and 15 will be the call here, and we'll see what Hastings does. Vickney will spread out wide to the left side. Otherwise, a tight formation. Raiders ride the right hash right on it at the 35. And here is Foss handing off Shattuck. Hits the hole, positive yards, breaks a tackle, 1st down and more. 40, 35-30, 25-20, and thrown out of bounds. No laundry That's a big first down on a 3rd and 15 run play. Oh my goodness. That might be, a dark horse play of the game there, Jerry, because we needed that first down.
I agree because, like you said, there's still a lot of time left on the clock in the fourth quarter. I mean, time's getting away on Jefferson, but they had a lot of time, and they needed that first down conversion. And, it looked a little shaky at first there. I thought, well, get some yards back and punt them deep, but he broke it, and again, he hit that second gear that just ran away from some guys and got all the way down the 20-yard line. That was a heck of a run.
Shady 187 on the ground so far.
187 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
10:42 to go. In regulation, handoff Birkin, shakes a tackle, gets back to the line, gains some yards. He actually gains about 5 when he was a dead duck for loss. And a great effort. Birkin just keeps the legs moving and gets a good positive carry, a first down deep.
Yeah, he did a nice job of getting that second effort because you're right, he was a dead duck there with about a 3-yard loss, and he just spun away and just kept fighting, kept his legs going, and he was just battling some guys off and got a nice gain out of that. So now they figured that counter trap out too. So
yeah,
try to find a different play, boys. We got something else in the book. I know we do.
Foss surveys ball right about the 15, 16-yard line. Couple guys in motion. Under center, Foss, hands off, Shady. No, that's Hoffman to the 5, to the 2, to the 1. Touchdown Raiders! Oh, just pinballing off of every one of the little things that are on the pinball machine. Boing, 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 boing,
that's exactly what he's doing. He's pinballing off her, and he kept his feet. He kept spinning and juking and jiving and keeping his feet backwards, forwards, and side to side, and he finally got his way into the end zone.
5 plays, 59 yards. That's efficient.
We'll take that. We'd like to burn a little more clock, but we'll take the touchdown.
How many on the run, Dick? Was that 16 yards?
Yeah.
Okay. Johan, JRH, comes out for the extra point, or are we going for 2? We're going for 2. We have a penalty.
Against the Raiders.
After the fact or what?
Yes, after the fact.
Touchdown counts. Is Johan in that mix? What are we doing
I
here?
don't
I don't know what are we doing?
No, they're going for it.
So wait, 32. I'm trying to do some math. 32 minus 7. That's 15, 25, 25. So what are we trying to do here?
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's there. Yep, they're going to kick the extra point.
There's no mathematical equation that got me to anything even.
No, why you do that.
Right. So to make it 31-7, high snap, pulled down by Shady, and it kicks up, and that is going to be no good.
No good. Just
Johan hooked it left. 31-7, no good.
Now the penalty will be assessed on the ensuing kickoff here, so we'll see where the Raiders start off with the kick. So Jefferson's going to get the ball with pretty good field position, it looks like.
Great field position. The Raiders student section still standing here with 9:51 to go. They have been so awesome tonight. Hats off. Big giant hat tip from this blue and gold guy and the one to my right. We've both bled blue and gold our whole lives, and to see these kids out here having as much fun, and not only that, but their parents, Jared, I can't tell you. I mean, look at half these people that are here, still here. I mean, they haven't gone home. Not even mom and dad are like, well, I can catch the second half on the radio. Everybody's here.
I tell you what, I see a lot of people who do not have kids currently in the school district.
Right.
That's cool to see. Just the Hastings fans turn out, just to see the local people get out here for this.
I don't know where
it's fun.
Buddy Ellis Williams is. I know he said he used to be out here. Of course, he's been working the NFL beat.
Yeah.
And most recently with the Minnesota Vikings, and I know that's been kind of a busy thing too. But Ellis and a bunch of their group of guys from the early 2010s, etc. Those guys, a lot of them all out and around and about, even some of them with little ones themselves in blue and gold. I'm going, my goodness, it's going to be not too long before I'm calling their games on the radio too. So just kind of cool festive atmosphere here tonight. And with the Raiders leading 30-7, a chance to really build some equity heading into Cretin-Derham Hall in that house on Friday night. But yeah, I mean, that would just make us as excited as could be if we could find a way to get to 2-2 with that big game coming up.
There we go. Nice.
And the kickoff there will go. Fumbled at the 5-yard line.
I'll get him there.
Now they're going to have to come near side. Don't give them anything, and they don't. And they get them at the 11. And the Raiders race in there. And look who it is, Grant Birkin. I mean, what in the world? That kid has had some kind of game.
He is having a game, that's for sure. I don't understand what Jefferson was doing there because we were a 15-yard penalty. We kicked off from our own 25-yard line, and they were just confused out there in the return team and allow that ball to go that far. It's just hard to believe. And then the bobble, yikes, that was just a disaster for Jefferson on that return.
9:45 to go. Raiders, if they just play Raider football, which I include the last 2 weeks, we're going to be just fine here, Jared.
Barring any big-time plays from Jefferson, clock is on our side. I just don't think they can catch us.
My Totino's Party Pizza is going to taste so good tonight.
Oh, brother.
I mean, not that that's exactly like the banner birthday night dinner, but hey, it's still pizza.
I got a DQ waiting for me at home.
Oh, you stop it. Scotty J, if you're listening, man, and you're over at the spot, you might need to leave me one at the side door at KDWA in a little bit. Back to pass now, Herb right side, and he's going to complete the pass. That's caught by Pregame, but again, kind of just keep him in front of you. I mean, if you're going to make him do anything, make him get out of bounds. That's what they do here.
Well, I would have liked to see him bracket a little bit more to try to keep him in bounds and get that clock running, but that's okay. We're fine.
We're fine. 30-7 Raiders on homecoming. A chance to get to 2-2. Creighton-Durham Hall lingering in the distance a week from tonight. That game will be at the University of St. Thomas. Always hated that press box, but hopefully now that they're D1, they made it a little nicer over there. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe. We'll see. 9:38 to go in regulation. Raiders lead at 30-7. Max Herb back to pass, and he'll go up for the downs, and he'll really chuck this one, and it's caught. It's caught, and it's going to be a touchdown and a long one. A 75-yard touchdown pass. And
that was a heck of a pass. He chucked it out there, and like we said before, a game of inches. He got it on his fingertips. I think fingernails he brought that ball in. That was that close to being over his head, but made the play, and so now the Raiders got to come back.
Kelly Taylor, another touchdown. 75-yard pass from Herb, and we've talked about it all game. He can do that stuff.
Right.
And we'll see what they do here. If it's going to be an extra point kick, looks like 2 coming up. Herb out of the gun, and they will go for 2 here. Herb out of the gun, 2 receivers to each side, 1 running back in the backfield. That's Pregame. And a man in motion. I don't think he reset. The pass, though, back to the end zone. That's a 2-point conversion. That's good.
Well, the Raiders just need another ground and pound series here.
Yep, have to do the same thing, 30-13.
Just wear them down again and wear that clock down. That's the one play we did not need to see. I should have kept my mouth shut because that foreshadowing.
That, the lone big play, you could say. I mean, you did give up the touchdown to Kelly Taylor earlier, too. He has been a thorn in the Raiders' blue and gold side tonight. Got to have a good drive, like Jerry said here. I don't think points. I mean, now it's a 2-possession game. I mean, you want to get something out of this, and if it's a chance at 3 more, you'll take it. But right now, too, the Raiders just got to eat this clock up.
That's the biggest thing: is stay in bounds, eat the clock.
Hands team.
Get Shattuck back there to receive the ball on the kickoff, get a decent kick return. And then just kind of run that thing down.
Hands team's out there.
Oh yeah, yep. They're
okay. Be ready.
I think their hands team was ready to. Yeah, they're definitely looking for it. They got everybody up, and Zach is back at the 13-yard line.
The only one.
Yep, they're ready for hands.
They're going to go deep, although the kick is fairly short end over end, and that's where Shattuck takes it, and he'll take a knee.
I don't. That's interesting. Obviously, he's been
take it to the house.
He's been instructed on that, but I would think you want to get a little bit more yardage out of that. He had room for 5-7 yards to run yet. But I understand on the other side, coaches are worried that if you fumble that ball and they get the ball on the 23-yard line, that is trouble. So they took the smart conservative play. Sometimes you hope that they don't take that conservative, just go at them. I mean, how many times you seen teams struggle when you get conservative? Talk to PJ Fleck about that one.
Oh, jeez.
Don't even get me started.
And tomorrow's such a big game, and you hate to think, well, how's How is he going to find a way to screw it up for us tomorrow night? I hope that's not the case. It'll be a good one, though. Minnesota, Iowa tomorrow night at the Bank. Raiders will work from around the 20. The give is to Birkin. Breaks a couple tackles, spins, gets positive yards, stays in bounds, obviously. Let's keep eating the clock. Tick, tick, tick.
Yep.
9:13 to go.
Yep. A little bit of scrum there. He did a nice job. He was going to go towards the outside when he came off tackle, and then he saw that close up, and so he kind of pushed off his own man, cut back inside, and got another 8 yards for that. And, of course, the scrum was going on, so every few seconds counts, and they just kind of pushed him around a little bit until they finally got him down with a nice 8-yard gain.
8:54 to go. Clock running. Raiders will be slow and methodical and getting to the line. And here is the handoff that will go to Shattuck. Gets outside 35, near 40, but either way it's a first down Raiders, and he's got to be close to 200 yards.
Oh, he's got to have 200 yards by now.
Unreal.
Yep, that's what a heck of a game. Boy, if there's an all-conference for the week, that'd be him. Wow.
First down Raiders. Move the chains, 8:32 to go here.
That's what we needed. We needed a first down. You need to sustain this drive. Just keep first downs coming.
What's that? Oh, Nevis is up 46-0 at the half.
Oh, my.
They're going to celebrate up north this weekend.
Up north.
Oh, thanks, KT. I appreciate the birthday wishes. I'll just take a birthday victory here. We got 8:30 to go to get to that point. And Shattuck breaks more tackles. Now he is well over 200 yards. What's the exact numbers now, Dick? Because he's got to be close to 200.
Little extracurriculars there at the end. A little frustration showing on Jefferson. The Jefferson defender and Marlo Strain kind of get tied up a little bit. Marlo was trying to bait him into a personal foul flag, but it's like, we don't need that now. Just, I mean, I understand what he was trying to do there, but.
195.
Oh, my gosh. 195 for Shattuck. My goodness.
He's going to get 200 in
Oh, he will get 200.
Yep.
Probably on this play.
Let's do it. 8:21 to go. Raiders lead it 30-15 on homecoming with the football at midfield. 1st and 10. And Hastings will take it with Shattuck, 50. There's 200 yards. To the 40, another 10 yards, and he is at 205 yards rushing on the night. Sophomore Zach Shattuck with a career evening in his sophomore year.
Something that I just noticed there, too, and I'm hoping that the coaches are talking to him about, he needs to make sure he wraps up with both hands because, Jefferson will slow him down, then some guy will come in and try to rip it. And they're trying to rip the ball out of his hand. So you really got to squeeze that with both hands, and you got to hang on for dear life because that ball can be ripped awful easily.
Over 200 now, Shattuck. Raiders haven't had a 200-yard rusher in quite some time. I don't know if, like I said, Corbin LaFleur, Ovi Embu, a couple of those guys.
I'm thinking Ovi is the last guy.
Hand off to Hoffman, who's had a great game. Breaks a tackle, 35, stiff arm. Gets close to another first down. Gain of about 9 3/4. We'll take that there, Jer.
And exactly, stays in bounds, and it's short of the first down, so the clock keeps running. There's no timeout or stoppage of the clock for reset of downs. Great, like you said, great stiff arm there to the initial defender. He just kind of pushed him off, and it gained another 5-6 yards for him.
A little bit of slowing it down here as
that's okay.
Foss will take your time, and that's good.
Use up all that play clock that you can. That's smart football right there.
.6:56 to go. Clock running. Raiders up 30-15. Pitch out. Hoffman nearly fumbled it. Recovered. Got the first down and slid. To eat more clock. Well done, young man.
Clock will stop here for resetting of the chains for first down.
Yep, perfect.
We'll take
That's
that.
all they needed was a yard. They got it.
Just run that clock down. Don't give Jefferson any time to do any heroics again.
Tomorrow morning on the Coaches Show, 9:05, Coach Strain will recap this. Hopefully a win, and hopefully we're giggling like we were last week. Gosh, was that fun. And then after Coach Strain, Paul Armstrong, head coach of the Raider girls soccer team. Boy, they talk about a good season so far for those kids.
Yeah.
They have put together a whale of a year. We'll talk with Coach Armstrong there as they get ready to go up to Edina tomorrow for an afternoon game. Here's a handoff that goes to Hoffman again, and he'll burst ahead, do a little somersault with the football, keep it in possession, and we'll keep running the football and keep running the clock. 6:12 to go. As some fans starting to make their way to the exit, and you could probably start to feel a little more comfortable doing that.
Looks more like kids still doing the stroll, the high school stroll back and forth. But most people have still got their seats in their seats.
You know, I kind of wonder this, Jerry. You know, for me, I mean, being a 99 grad, in the late 90s, the one thing that we do on a Friday night in Hastings is drive up and down Highway 61 until you find your friends and meet up with them.
Right.
And for these kids to have this evening tonight in this stadium all together and to celebrate, hopefully, a second consecutive win and one on homecoming, it would be so awesome. And here is a pitch out now to Hoffman, and again breaks the tackle. Boy, this kid's a little squirm worm, man. He is not a big boy, but he has these little shifty moves, and when he hits the hole, he finds area, and boy, he did it again.
And again, talking today to one of the assistant coaches, he was saying that as Hoffman gets better and better, I tell you what, the 1-2 punch between Shattuck and Hoffman, you know, it's going to be huge.
5:21 to go. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like it went low.
Yeah, it was all of a sudden.
I'll try to turn it up a little bit more for Jerry.
Silent mode. There we go.
There we go. That's a little better. 5:10 to go. Raiders lead it 30-15. Ball now in the red zone. Called the 18-yard line of Jefferson. Hastings takes the handoff. Shady up the middle. He'll get across the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Gain of a couple more, and Shady keeps adding to that. Rushing total, very impressive, with over 200 yards on the ground today, and the Danny Welches and Jared Stewarts and Joey Welches of the world are blushing tonight.
Yeah, you betcha. Right there, number 50, Iffy Shadeko, again, key block to set to Spring Shattuck.
Spring. That's not easy to say.
Well, you know.
Spring Shady and the Spring.
So many superlatives to run on the gas here after a while.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we're going to be running on plenty. I think your drive up north will be exceptional after this one. If last week wasn't fun, I think this week will be.
Indeed.
4:20 to go. In, we'll say the game. Hand off to Shady, nothing. And that's fine. Run the clock. 3. Third down.
That was their stud that ran that long ball for a touchdown that got called back. Number 35 for the Jaguars. He is a stud.
Hey, Prescott is back in the game. They've tied it 22-22 in the third quarter with 6 minutes to go. Holy moly. I'm not going to say what I really just texted Trey, but I think I'm excited.
They get the message.
We had the weekend last weekend. We had the Raiders win, the Cardinals win, the Gophers win, and the Vikes win. I want it again. I might be greedy, but that's on them.
Yep.
That's not on us.
Offsides, yep.
Yeah, that's not on us. Encroachment. Like I said, for my birthday, even though I was working all day today, Dallas says he's taking me fishing tomorrow. So I wonder where he's taking me. I don't know. I don't know if I trust him in the Tuckalack or not. Driving. He can take Mom's car.
There you go. Good idea.
Yeah, he can. Hey, lady, sorry, honey. But Dallas is driving tomorrow. As long as he takes me to breakfast, I think I'll be happy.
I'm down with that, yeah.
Even a bagel at the Golden Arches now that those are back. Oh, my goodness. Don't like to give him any free pub, but once the bagels came back, I've just noticed me a little more happy in the mornings now. 3:22 to go. Raiders slow to the line. That's just fine. Ticking down the clock. 3:18 to go. Fourth quarter. Call it the game. Homecoming 2024. Raiders up 30-15. Hoping to put one more in the end zone and put it to bed. Under center is Foss after the penalty. Third down, short. Call it 4. Shady breaks a tackle, gets outside, still trying to run sideline to sideline. He's not going to get a first down here. And now it's decision time again for Coach Strain. I just take the points, take the field goal, boot it through, and call it a night.
I would agree. Take the points. And they're going to do that. Here comes Johan.
Johan back in, missed an extra point. Otherwise, he's been true pretty well all year.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
Kicked an extra point on the road in the first quarter. Johan will set up right hash for his second 31-yard field goal try of the night. He hit his first, more than true. 3:02 to go. Spot it to 21, perfect. And the kick, Johan's got a leg.
Oh!
Doinks it.
Doink.
Off the right upright.
My goodness.
Oh, boy.
So close. It looked like it had a ton of leg. but just doinked it off the right upright.
It's not over.
Well,
it's not over, Jerry.
It's not over yet.
Not over.
We gotta. Yeah, you can't.
I know.
Count your chickens till they're in the barn.
Don't give them an opportunity. As Johann's kick here, right foot. Yeah, he just pushed it. And you know, the thing is there too, Jerry, even from the right hash, after you hook the last extra point, it's in your brain, hey, I need to stay right, I need to stay right.
Yep, stay
and a
true.
lot of times, you know, you'll follow through so true that, like Johann did there from the right hash, it just went straight on.
Yep.
And that will hopefully only sting for 3 minutes, and we can all forget about it.
Here we go.
Yep. Herb's been winging the ball around as he really has all season.
Now he's going to have to.
Jaden Schultz splits out wide left, near side where we are. Herb will pass right instead. He throws it out of the backfield to number 19, and that's going to be Isaac Feller, his first catch tonight, a sophomore listed as a quarterback. A lot of those QPs, good athletes, can play anywhere, and with it being a sophomore, you want to get his athleticism out there somehow, and you put him at receiver.
Bellinger checks out.
Yep.
Hoffman checks in.
I've been pacing for the whole second half. I apologize.
You get your steps in anyway.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. My Pokemon eggs will hatch. That'll be nice. There we go. 2:56 to go. That's something else we'll want to talk about after the game. Back to pass again, Herb. He looks deep. Now he's flushed out of the pocket on the run. He still wants to pass. He's pushed out of bounds. Good pursuit by the Raider defense, and they'll take the clock stoppage for not allowing anything there as the Raider D just continues to play good football.
That's a good coverage there by the Raiders. He had nowhere to throw it to. He kept looking. He could not find anyone. Finally had to run out of bounds, and that was a tackle for loss right there.
2:48 to go. Raiders lead 30-15. Defense on the field trying to put it away.
They're looking solid on this defensive series.
2:48 to play. Back to pass, Maxwell Herb. He's flushed, he's chased, he puts up a pass right into the bench where nobody was. And that will bring up third and very long, and Herb, you can just tell with his body language, I think he's had enough tonight.
So, you know, remember we talked about that at the beginning of the game there. If you can get him running around and getting him uncomfortable, he's not going to be able to make those throws like he's capable of doing. So that's what the Raiders are doing. Gophers. The Raiders, that's what they're doing. They ran him outside the tackle zone, and he just didn't know what to do with the ball. He was like, should I throw it? Should I run it? He's just kind of lost.
.241 to go. Montemita is trailing St. Thomas 57-7. Oh my goodness. Here's a pass that's caught for minimal gain, modest gain to about the 33, 34 as that grab comes from number 19, Feller again.
And again, right in the middle of the field, that's where you want it, so the clock keeps ticking.
Jefferson not really overly aggressive in calling timeouts either here. Herb out of the gun, back to pass, three-step drop, wings it up deep, a big rainbow pass, and that's caught. Or did he follow through with it? No, he did not. He had it, he did not. He lost the football. It is an incomplete pass. Good defense by Raiders with Esterby far side, and that'll bring up four. Was that fourth down?
That was fourth down.
So
they turn it over on downs.
That's game over.
Yep, that'll do it. So now we just got a couple plays up the middle there, and ball security.
Raiders pretty darn excited, and I would be too. We're going to go home with a homecoming win and 2 in a row. As the Raiders defense again flexes big here this time at home, and our home fans got a chance to see everything that we saw, maybe even a little bit more here at home. What a great couple games for our Hastings Raiders.
This has been a fun 2 weeks. They've really gotten on track. The coaches have really had a good, complete game plan. Raiders have executed, and this has just been a lot of fun, especially on homecoming of all nights.
Hey, we're going to get, I thought for a second we were going to get a new QB. I thought Birkin was going under center. I'm like, hey, yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Let's hand off Shady. Shady's not done yet. 35, steps around a man, takes a seat. That's his best 2-yard carry of the night there for that young man.
There it is, that's right. He kept it in bounds and kept the clock running. And Jefferson's not going to do anything
No,
to stop
they're
the
not.
clock. And why would they? They're down by 17 or 16, 15 points right now. Can't do my
Student
math.
section trying to make their way out now to get their cars out before all the parents make their way out. And I think that this group of blue and gold fans tonight are also going to have one whale of a fun weekend. All those cool little hockey jerseys with the H Raiders on them. That is cool. I got to find myself one of those. Here's Shattuck. He'll jump across one man, fall ahead, and try to eat the rest of this thing. Raiders will go to 2-2 on the season. Prescott across the river. They started later than us, and they are now to 22-22 in the third quarter. We'll keep you up to date on that. We'll have a recap at KDWA.com coming up. 22-22 after 3. Cards have the ball in the Somerset 35-yard line as we speak. Stay tuned to KDWA. We'll let you know in our recaps or week in review. Check out KDWA.com. You'll have a recap with Dick's stats and also one with me for the Prescott game. 37 seconds left. Raiders got to kneel it down one more time, and that's going to do it for homecoming 2024. Your Hastings Raiders.
Wow.
Impressive.
Yep.
2 weeks in a row. Coach Strain, he's one of the first guys on the field to congratulate his boys, and I would be too.
Beautiful
I'd be
game
as
plan.
proud of my kids as I was last week and then some, this time coming home to do it. And they'll get the win tonight by a final score of 30-15. For you folks on the radio, we will take a break, and when we do come back, we will have Dick Craig's stats for you, and that recap will also be in our week in review. And for you folks that are watching on TV, I want to make sure to thank all of you as well, because you guys made it tonight. I mean, I know a lot of you folks were either listening or watching and had a chance to really be part of this tonight because of the broadcast here, but we want to make sure too that we do say thank you to all of our folks that helped us out tonight, led by the one and only Hunter Pinky, of course, directing everything. We have Kurt Radke, Max Slocum, Ben Brannon, Tori Sellner. Thanks to Jerry, of course, Dick as well. And thanks to you out there watching. We'll send it back to HCTV as the Raiders win 30-15. You radio listeners, you stay tuned. Post-game show coming up. Raiders win 30-15 and are now 2-2 on KDWA and also on HCTV.